What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Merry Christmas to all of those. Uh, um, we got a little, the Buffaloes got a bit of a Christmas present here in DJ Lundy. We were just talking about this on the last live chat that what's up with the linebackers? Well, they signed a linebacker here. Um, as you can see here, DJ Lundy on his Twitter or X, he announced that he signed. So I think that might be a good pickup here. He redshirted for last season, and I have to get more into why he redshirted. But so you see here, he signed. So he's headed to Boulder, DJ Lundy. Let me just go to the FSU website here and give you a little bit of a breakdown on him. So before FSU, let's start there. He was rated 3-star, number 30 athlete nationally, and number 73 prospect overall in Georgia by Rivals, ranked as the number 55 athlete nationally by 247 Sports. What else? 4-year letterman on offense and defense in Irwin County. The 2-time GACA Player of the Year, helped lead the Indians to a state championship, 13-0 season. He rushed for 174 yards in the state title game, named Region 2A Defensive Player of the Year. What else here? Leading defense that allowed 5.4 points per game, including 7 shutouts. Helped lead the state championship game appearance as a junior and sophomore. Won 3 straight state wrestling championships, so he has a wrestling background. All right, so DJ Lundy. Let's look at in 2020, he played in 7 games and recorded 12 tackles, including 0.5 sacks. Registered season best 5 tackles in a 56-35 win over Duke. Made collegiate debut in a 41-24 win versus Jacksonville State, and made 1 solo stop. Had 1 solo tackle at number 5 Notre Dame. Recorded 0.5 sack in the 31-28 victory over number 5 North Carolina at that time. Made 2 solo tackles at Louisville and registered 2 tackles versus Pitt. Also saw action at North Carolina State. In 2021, he played in all 12 games with 11 starts. So he has experience as a starter early on. All right. So in 2021, played 12 games, 11 starts, recorded 69 tackles, including 5 for a loss, 1 sack, 2 pass breakups, 1 quarterback hurry, 1 fumble recovery. Seminole Scholar tackles total ranked 4th on team. Made a career high 11 tackles, 0.5 for a loss at Clemson. Registered 4 tackles, 1 for a loss in a season opener versus number 9 Notre Dame. Made 4 tackles versus Jacksonville State. Recorded 5 tackles, 1 for a loss, 1 quarterback hurry at Wake Forest. Made 7 tackles in a back-to-back weeks versus Louisville and Syracuse. He had 3 tackles at North Carolina. Recorded 5 tackles, including 1 sack and 1 fumble recovery versus UMass. Registered 7 tackles and 1 pass breakup versus North Carolina State. Had 1 solo stop versus Miami. Made 6 solo tackles, including 1 for a loss at Boston College. Recorded 9 tackles, 0.5 for a loss, 1 pass breakup in a season finale at Florida. Now, 2022, let's go to that. Now, 2023, like I said, he redshirted. Now, 2022, he appeared in all 13 games with 2 starts. Recorded 48 tackles, including 5 for a loss, 1.5 sacks, 2 pass breakups, and 1 forced fumble. Also rushed for 3 times for 2 yards and 1 touchdown, and had 2-yard touchdown reception. 6th player nationally, and only 1 in ACC since 2000 at least with one rushing touchdown, one receiving touchdown, and 40 tackles in a season. Only player of the six or more with one sack in the season, and with one rushing touchdown, receiving touchdown, and at least 40 tackles. So he had a pretty good, solid 2022 season. Let's see. 40 tackles, made 40 or more tackles than the next closest player with rushing and receiving score in 2022. Started 49-17 win over Louisiana, and recorded a season high 6 tackles, including career high 1.5 sacks, 1 pass breakup, made 1 tackle and rushed for 1 yard touchdown on first collegiate carry, and extended FSU's lead to 24-10 in the fourth quarter of a 24-23 win versus LSU. Registered 5 tackles, 1 for a loss versus number 22 Wake Forest, and 5 tackles again 1 week later at number 14 NC State. Made 5 tackles in a 35-32 Cheez-It Bowl victory versus Oklahoma. Started in 45-3 victory at Miami, and finished the game with 4 tackles, 2-yard touchdown catch. He's been busy. Made 2 tackles and rushed for 1 yard touchdown at number 4 Clemson. Yeah, so this just he played in 2022. He redshirted in 2023. I'm not sure why. Maybe he had an injury or something like that. So he's a linebacker. They have him listed on the FSU website. They listed him as 6'1", 244 pounds, out of Georgia. So they got him listed this year as a redshirt junior. So that means that he has at least 2 years of eligibility when he transferred to Colorado. So this is a pretty, I think it's going to be a pretty decent pickup here. DJ Lundy. We were just talking about that. What about the linebackers? So they got them a linebacker. What do y'all think? They got him a linebacker. So that's adding to the linebacker room that we already have. You know, we got Demoy Kennedy, guy from Clemson. He's coming back. So that'll make that room a lot more competitive. And like I said, he got some experience, played at Florida. If he could play at Florida State, he could play here. So shout out to DJ Lundy. That's the Christmas present. Maybe there's some more Christmas presents they're going to unwrap today. So we'll see. They're still coming. Like I said, I'll come back live as this news breaks, but they are gearing up here. I see exactly what they're doing. They're adding key components in different areas, and they're getting ready to make a run. That's what it looks like they're getting ready to do. They're getting ready to make a run. And in season 2, because this is Shadour's last go at it, unless he come back as a grad student, but they're going to make a run at it. And barring any injuries, hopefully there's no injuries and stuff like that, they should be able to make a run this upcoming season. When I say make a run, not only be bowl eligible, I'm talking about make a serious run. That's what they're trying to do. Now they're addressing trying to stop this run. They're addressing that. So look for some more linebackers to be picked up as well. And also some more guys on that defensive line. And again, this portal closes January 1st, I believe. But somebody told me it opens up again for the players that's in the playoffs. They get to go into the portal. So look for some more news to come out. We're still early in this game as far as recruiting right now. It's still early. And then also that portal opens back up again. So there should be some more big names in that portal. If it opens up again, that they'll have opportunity to go get some more key components to this foundation they already built. But it looks good, though. It looks good. It definitely looks good. They stepping forward in the right direction. Like I said, the first thing they had to do is protect Shador. That's the first thing, because this team ain't going nowhere if he can't get that ball out of his hands. And we saw that last season. And you know the crazy thing is, think about this for a second. With the team they had last year, right? They put together the team the way they did. Okay, they still were in some close ball games. There's some ball games where they should have won. They should have actually won the game. Okay, despite the lack of size on the trenches, despite the experience in the offensive line, despite the mishaps in the offensive line, they were still in it, and it was close game against USC. Very competitive game against USC. Now that Stanford game, like I said, that Stanford game, I'm just calling that like some type of fluke. I still don't know what happened in that one right there. To come back out of halftime and just completely just blow it. I chalk it up to, I don't know if it was because it was a late game. I don't know what it was. But there's a couple games where they clearly got spanked. And that was the Oregon game. They clearly got spanked in that one. But the other games, it was a competitive situation. The score really doesn't tell not the score. The record doesn't reflect the whole story, but if you saw the whole campaign, you know. If you know, you know. It's one of them things. But now that they're adding these pieces to the puzzle, they're adding experience, even more experience, and adding some starters. Think about what they can do next season. So the most important thing is you got to protect the quarterback, and you have to stop that run. And you have to establish a running game. If they can do all that, they're ready to go. They're ready to compete with the best of them. The secondary, I'm not worried about, but look for some more key pickups in that defensive line department. They're going to add some more depth to that room and probably pick up some more linebackers and maybe add a couple of more offensive linemen. They're good to go. They're good to go. Yeah, they're not playing here. They're not playing. But I can't wait for the playoffs to be over to see who's going to jump into that portal. Will there be some superstars that jump into that portal and say, you know what, I want in? I want in, and this is my last stop before the NFL for some of them. And I just want to come over here and be a part of the party. You know what I mean? So if I was in that situation, if I knew I'm going to start, like I'm just a bona fide starter, like the kid that went over to Ole Miss, I come join the party, man. Like I want to be in this too, man. I got a YouTube channel. I see a lot of them setting up their YouTube channels. I got a YouTube channel. What's up? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, baby. Bucky, set me up. I'm ready. Y'all got some room for me? Of course y'all do. And that's it. We're going to make a run for it. One season, I'm done. That's it. So that is what's going on right here. Yeah, that USC game was very winnable. That was a very winnable game, the USC game. A lot of people know that. But they couldn't protect number 2. And you can't protect number 2. He can't get it to his receivers. They got a plethora of receivers. They're definitely not lacking in the receiver department. They're definitely not lacking, but if he's sitting there running for his life, he can't get it to him. His vision don't matter at that point. His vision don't matter. There was a couple plays where he did take the initiative to run the ball, but if everything is in place, he shouldn't have to do that too much. He shouldn't have to scramble too much. He should be able to maybe scramble a little bit and get that ball off to his speedsters, because he got a plethora of them. He got so many, and like I said, I like the tight end that they picked up, Mateer, I believe, and they might want to get another tight end. They might want to get another tight end. Speaking of tight ends, I'm going to say this real quick. Somebody made a video. This video was like, what they did this, I think it was yesterday. And they said, this is the truth behind Michael Harrison leaving Colorado. I said, the truth behind, because I never heard him say anything. They said he revealed the truth. So I'm like, I don't remember him doing any interviews. I said, oh, I get it. He did like a small interview where he said he didn't have a scholarship and he was paying for this out of pocket. And then I was looking at the comments and they said, well, he deserved a scholarship and stuff like that. And then they brought up Charlie Orfendahl. I knew they were going to do that. I knew look, I don't know. It's not that I'm psychic. I just know that they're going to use it. They're going to use anything that Coach Prime say. They're going to use it against him. I knew this. I told y'all, I'm like, they're going to use everything. Look, they're not going to let him have I'm just letting y'all know they're not going to let him have a successful season, man. There's going to be some controversy that come up and they're going to use his words against him. I'm telling you they are. And they're doing it already because they said that, Michael Harrison deserved a scholarship. Well, before he took over the team, remember, he didn't recruit him. So before he took over the team, he was a walk-on. Okay, he was a walk-on the season prior to Coach Prime taking over, right? Or maybe even before that, because I think he was there 2 years before Coach Prime took over. How come the other coach didn't give him a scholarship? See, they don't bring that type of stuff up right there. But yeah, he went over to San Diego State, and it's a good look for him. And I'm sure he got a scholarship over there, so he got what he's looking for. And I think he got 2 years left of eligibility. And he probably will turn back into a wide receiver. Now, they mentioned that he had some solid games. He did. He did have some solid games. And in that Colorado State game, if he didn't make those catches, we wouldn't have won the game. That's just what it is. If we wouldn't have. I still got the recordings. I can go back and watch the game. He made some key passes, man, when it mattered. And he went through a stretch where every ball that Shedeur threw to him, he caught it. That's up to the coach's discretion, not mine. It's up to his discretion whether he want to hand out a scholarship at that point. But I think Coach Prime in his mind, I don't know. I can't speak for him, but I'm just only thinking that he probably was saving some scholarships for this recruiting season right now, because he needs some people to come in on those scholarships. So that's what I was thinking. And here's the thing, where they're using his words against him. They brought up the Charlie Orfendahl situation. You remember when he said, "You keep playing like that, you ain't gonna be a walk-on for long." Remember that? They said, "Well, how come he didn't get a scholarship? He's been working hard, and he hasn't been rewarded with a scholarship." I'm not Coach Prime, man. I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer for that. Nobody does. He runs the team how he see fits. If he want to give him a scholarship, he give him a scholarship. But they're going to use it. If he stays with that team, they're going to use that. Like, how come this kid ain't getting a scholarship? And watch what else they bring up. I'm not gonna say it right now. They got something in their back pocket that they're getting ready to bring up. They'll bring it up during the season when he's successful. They're gonna bring it up. They're gonna bring it up. I'm not gonna say what it is. I see it. I can see the writing on the wall. And so yeah, like I said, this is, every team has walk-ons. So what's different about this team right here? The difference is that Coach Prime is the coach. That's the difference. Oregon got a bunch of walk-ons. That's been walk-ons for the past 3 years. How come they didn't earn a scholarship? Now, so you got to think about this. You got to look deeper into it. Some players don't need one. Their parents is rich. They don't need a scholarship. Some players are there on academic scholarships and they don't need a football scholarship. Or some players are there on a basketball scholarship. They don't need a football scholarship, or they just can afford it. Or then you have some that they're just paying tuition and they just want to play football. They like the game of football and they just want to continue to play football at that level. They may not want to start, but they want to be a part of the process. They're on a practice squad. They're contributing. They're in the locker room. They get to take pictures of the uniform on. Hey, look, I'm a football player. You got players like that too. But remember this: they're going to go hard after him now. I'm just make no mistakes about it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it until he leaves. Until he's out of football, out of college football. They're gonna this is gonna continue until he say he ain't coaching no more. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about him. Now look, watch this. Let's say if he left and Warren Sapp took over, they won't attack Warren Sapp how they attacked him. It's something about him they don't like, man. I don't know what it is with these coaches. I don't know. I'm being real with you. And the players are collateral damage. If you even a part of the team, they're gonna be straight bullets, strays coming your way. Just for being on the team. Remember how Dan Lanning said it? They're there for clicks. Now, who wouldn't want the clicks? Because the clicks turn into money. The more popular you are, the more NIL opportunities you have. He has Shador has over how many followers? Millions of followers. He has more followers than Caleb Williams. So he's marketable. That's translating into money. So some of these players are making business decisions, like DJ Lundy. He could easily stay at Florida State, but he's making a business decision. Like, okay, I'm at the tail end of my career. Let me see how I can use this to my advantage, because that's what I'll be doing. Let me see how I can market myself. Some of these players that did come there last season, they didn't even market themselves. They weren't on social media. Don't get me wrong. Some people don't want to be on social media, and I get it. But maximize your opportunity. There's money that they're leaving on the table. Don't leave no money on the table. Starting a YouTube is serious business. You know, you can make a decent amount of money on YouTube if you do it the right way. They already got the clout just from signing. You know, just from signing. Let me tell you something, man. Like this YouTube thing, all you gotta do is just mention Coach Prime name. You're gonna get some views. It's not that nobody doing anything special. It's just that his name is gold, man. That's why. Ain't that nobody doing nothing special, man. It's just that this subject matter is not going away. It's not going to go away. It's going to be like this until he stopped coaching. It's been like that since he was at Florida State, man. Okay. It's just been that way. And he had all the clout. Everybody was talking about Jackson State, and he was at Jackson State. They talked about Jackson State more than some of these big name schools, man. These coaches can't do that. They can't duplicate it. They can't duplicate it, man. They just can't. He got a commanding thing over social media. He knows about social media. He's not this older guy that has not embraced social media. He knows it. He mastered it. He knows it. Okay. He always got his cell phone in his hand. He knows what time it is. And here's the other thing. He's hip. And these kids identify with him. That's what it is. Some of them identify with him. Now, why he wasn't in contention for some of these top tier players? It's just competition, man. It's just competition. Some of these schools offer more money. It's competition. It could be a number of things why he didn't get them, but or somebody like I said, the guy that went over to Ole Miss. That was a situation I had said before. He just wanted to play there, and he's also from that state, so he more than likely, I'm just guessing, he wanted to be closer to home, and he seemed like he's a family person anyway. So there's no way you can compete with that anyway. It's just some players you're just not going to get. Some players you're not going to get, but If you have some of those players that's on the fence, they're thinking about coming there. If they meet with them, they're coming there. And this thing is only going to get bigger. So each year is going to grow upon the last season. The first season was the foundational season. The second season where you see drastic improvement. The third season, I expect him to really be making some noise by third season, because that's how it was. If you look back in history on how he did at Jackson State, that's just what it is. There's a science to this whole roster building. I guess they know what it is. I don't, but they know something about it, because they were successful in coming into the HBCU and dominating. He was successful in getting these players to play there when they could have easily played at Power Fives. So how was he able to do that? I don't know, man. He got Travis Hunter, didn't he? He did. He damn sure did. I never forget it, man. And then the coach. I don't even have to name his name. He was alluding to the fact that he lured him there with money. He wrote his own check and paid the kid. So, which is illegal, but that's what he was alluding to, the fact that that's what he did. And my question is, hit dog will holler. So that did you ever do that? Did you, somebody close to you, write a check to these kids? So I'm gonna tell you something. You said Deion's staff is no joke. That is true, but I'm gonna tell you this: it's all because of Deion. I'm just telling you that. These kids, okay, all right, recruiting. I want to come play for Deion. That's just what it is. He is the captain of this ship, man. If he's not there, it's a no-go. I don't care who's there. He makes everybody's job a lot more easier, because he's just a marketing. He's just a marketing extraordinaire. So he's making all this possible. He really is, and his son with the camera. It's part of it's a combination. He's the majority though, and then the camera is adding to it because it's a reality show now. He turned into a reality show. That's what's making this work. But Deion is the reason. He's the reason. You don't have to do much. All you got to do is be connected to him. That's it. You don't have to do much. This thing is this thing is simple. It's not complicated. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no secret to making videos. Just make videos and make him the topic, and you're gonna get some views. There's no secret here. Everybody knows this. Okay, if you don't believe me, watch this. Whoever's making videos on this topic, I'm about to prove it to you. Okay, watch this. You don't have to do nothing special. Just keep talking about this subject matter. Switch it up, and start talking about something in the news. And watch you don't have no views. Simple. It's just that simple. See, I'm a realist, man. That's just what it is. Everything he touching is winning. Everything. In fact, this season, he won this season already. It was a win. Because okay, they won, they lost. You say, okay, it's not a win, Max. He only won 4 games. But the economy, the surrounding economy around that college is winning. The ticket sales went up. The spring game sold out. The home game sold out. The tickets was like comparable to Yankee Stadium. When he went to other stadiums, he sold the Rose Bowl out. Those tickets were comparable to Yankee Stadium. If anybody's ever been to Yankee Stadium when they built the new stadium, you know them tickets is through the roof, man. Them tickets is through the roof. I felt like when I was trying to get tickets, I was like, am I on the Yankee site? Am I on the Yankee site, or I'm on the Colorado site? So he won already. He won. No other coach. I don't see another coach doing this, unless you're Alabama. But Alabama, it's already been solidified. Georgia too. So that was the win. So they're gonna try to. I could see they tried. If you notice, some people that was connected to the program, they're even trying to sabotage him. This one guy, I ain't gonna name no names. He just during recruiting, he said, "Well, I heard that he was offered a lifetime deal and he hasn't accepted it yet." This is a guy that used to play there. Why would you do that? And I knew it was significant because Coach Prime inboxed him. He said it. He said, Coach Prime inboxed him and said, "Yo, that's not what time it is. They didn't offer me that. There's no lifetime deal on the table. I was never offered that." So he thought it was significant enough to answer this dude and go in his inbox. He's, like, damn, this he had to address it because these coaches are going to use that against the recruits that want to come there. Like, look, he's not going to be there. Look, he got a lifetime deal on the table. He won't sign it. Let me just say this. I wouldn't sign a lifetime deal anyway. I'm not signing that. Okay. I'm not going to be obligated under contract for y'all for the rest of my damn time. I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. We could do 2, 3 years, 5 at a time, max 5 years at a time. Because you got to remember, he's 50 some years old. I'm not trying to be obligated. I want to be able to, what happens if another opportunity arises? I want to be able to be in position to where I can negotiate with y'all on that other team. That's smart. He's smart. He's not going to do that. But he said there was no deal on the table. But my question is, why was that put out? Don't you want the program to flourish? You used to play there. They don't, yo. They don't. They don't. Mm-mm. This is something else, man. That's why a lot of people say he should have stayed in the HBCUs. He should have stayed, man. But he had to. He had to leave. I'm going to tell you why. He had Travis Hunter, Shador, Shiloh. Shiloh did him a favor. Shiloh's like, I'm just following dad. He could have stayed at South Carolina and been in the NFL by now. But it's a family situation. So he went to Jackson State. And he loved it at Jackson State. You know how he was with the band. He loved the band. He loved the whole thing about the HBCUs. He even graduated there. So he's looking at it like this. Okay, I got, how the NFL is with these, with these HBCUs. You got to work that much harder. It's just so much more you got to go through just to get NFL if you're HBCU. This is the way it is. Even though we know that there was a lot of talent that came from the HBCUs. We know this. We know Jerry Rice, all of them. Sweetness, Walter Payton, he came from Jackson State. Eric McNair. It's a whole bunch of them came from the HBCUs. But we all know that they favor these teams with the SEC. We know this in the Power Five. So that's why I think that was one reason. Like, I'm going to give these kids the best opportunity. And now, saying Travis won an award, and now watch next season, they're going to be ranked higher. Travis is going to be in the top. He's probably going to be in the top 5 in the nation, ranked. Now he's in position, barring any injuries, have a good season, top 5 pick in the draft. That wouldn't have been that way at Jackson State. They would have messed with him. So you're messing with his money, because remember, there's levels to it. So if you from 1 to 5 in the draft, you guaranteed a certain amount of guaranteed money. That's that signing bonus, which could be 30 some $1 million, which from 1 to 5, and then from 6 to 10, stuff like that. So they don't make some money just following them up to Colorado. They still would have got drafted. He still would have got drafted, but he would have got drafted lower because they're saying that the competition is not there. He ain't facing nobody. That's what they would have said. Even though he was successful in getting some players in the NFL before Travis got there, there's one guy, I think he played for the Lions. He's doing really well, defensive lineman. So he has and then you have the linebacker. He's up at Miami. And the guy in New England that got drafted last year. He's the only HBCU player to get drafted out of Jackson State. So it's possible to get drafted, but you probably would get drafted high if you're in the Power 5. That's just what it is. And the reason why it's that way is because the HBCUs are lacking the resources that the Power 5 has. That's it. So, and I don't know if that's ever going to change. I don't think so. I don't think that's ever going to change. But a lot of people saying that if he had stayed at Jackson State, the trend would have been with the HBCUs. That could have been the case, but we don't know. We don't know. But it was a good look though. It was a good look. But a lot of his supporters, they do buy merchandise, man. That merchandise went up. They do support, man. Um, and people, they make it a race thing, like, oh, he's going to this PWI and giving them all the money. He could have kept it in HBCUs. That's his decision, man. I don't get into all that. That's his decision. It's a grown ass man. Like, who are you to tell him he should stay somewhere? But that's how people are. They feel entitled to tell you how to run your life. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. If you really want to put this in perspective, in the year 2120, all of us would be resting in peace. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this shit don't matter. I'm just telling you. So yeah, man, that's how I see it. That's how I view life, man. I'm like, it's not really that damn that deep. I just like to see some football. That's just what it is. I like to see some football, and if this thing go well, there's some money on the table, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, he sold millions in shade. He sell millions in anything he do. It's just crazy. You said Travis and Shador going top 5. You said the people at the HBC wasn't acting right. He was gonna leave anyway. That's what I think. You know, it's a state. It's just the way it is. They came with the opportunity. He took it. Athletic director Rick George, he needed some type of spark. He needed it. Oh my God, he wasn't prepared for this. The merch and all that stuff going up. The He knew it was going to be something, but I don't think he knew it was going to be like this. I don't think so. It's making him look like a genius. It really is. Um, and he was at the time. He was like, I'm ready to do it. Um, yeah, I'm ready to do it, man. But definitely, some more news is coming. I just don't know when, but I will be back. You said, why don't you become an analyst? No, I like doing what I'm doing right here. No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be. That ain't gonna happen anyway. But I don't want to be signed to no networks or nothing like that. I want to be independent and just free to share my thoughts. That's it. That's right. I want to work. There's a price that you got to pay with signing with these major what do you call it, networks and stuff like that. Do you ever see these guys taking a vacation? When last time you seen Stephen A. Smith in the French Riviera, chilling, smoking a cigar? That man working his ass off. I can't do that, man. I just can't. Everything that looks like gold, it ain't gold, man. It's not. Mm-mm. But that's the goal for some people, though. The moment these folks come along, they're gonna sell out. Nah, man, I can't do all that. Maybe I'm too old for it. I can't do that, man. I just can't do it. I'd rather just stay just fucking regular. That's it. My old lady talking about, like, if she want to go to overseas in the summer, I'm going. Ain't nobody telling me I can't go. So that's just what it is. Yep. It's a price you pay. And they be stalking, you know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, how can we get this person? And then we can dictate what he's saying. Nah, man. Let me tell you something, man. When you have all these, even like That's why Michael Jackson, he mastered the game, even though they did something to him. I ain't gonna get into that, but he started buying them royalties and masters. That's how he started. He like, oh man, I'm not gonna be no regular. But see, what he did was he cut the middleman out back in the 80s. It was when Thriller came out. When Thriller came, no, was it Thriller? Yeah, it was when that Thriller came out. The money started coming in off the truckloads, and he took like 65% of that money and went to Japan and talked to those people. And they were fans of him, so they agreed to it. They had it out for him ever since. And he really wanted to be independent. And that's my thing, independence, man. I don't want to get with nobody. That's just what it is. Because I don't want nobody to dictate my thoughts. I don't want to do that. Steve, you see with Stephen A, people dictate his thoughts. He go hard on a bunch of people, but he won't go hard on what's his name. He can't do it. He can't. You know, um, he just can't. But yeah, man. Yeah, it might have been off the Wall album to start, but really when that Thriller album came out, the money really started coming off the boatloads. Because the amount of money that it took to make that album, he made that back in like a few weeks. Everything else was profit. It was crazy, man. That was a crazy time. Michael really ran the table. He really did. Yeah, independence is a good look, but everybody ain't trying to be independent. Everybody want a savior. You know what I'm saying? If somebody come along or like Barstool Sports or something like, hey, listen, I want to buy your channel, but do your content on our joint. Now they own you. Now they own you. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense to me, you know? So yeah. Now, like I said, you'll get access to more clout and stuff like that. You would, but your ass ain't gonna be taking trips like you want to. Mm-mm. Like just like Funkmaster Flex. When the last time has he taken a vacation, man? This dude has been on the radio since I was freaking like 15, man. 15. 7 days a week. No, I can't do it. Can't do it. You said Colorado should get the wide receiver from Stanford. Yeah, he is proven, wasn't he? He did do some stuff against Colorado in that game. Um he's still available though. I heard about that. Saeed Abdul Rahman. I heard that he got those facilities. He donated part of his salary to get the facility finished because he wanted it completed by that season. Yeah, he did a lot when he was there. He upgraded that facility. And that facility is important, man, because some of them recruits come in, they don't want to be in no janky locker room when they can just go to Clemson. You know what I'm saying? They want some comfort, man. That's where the HBCUs is lacking. Even though I like where Eddie George is, that facility is pretty decent. That facility is pretty decent, but eventually he's gonna move on. Eventually, yeah, you do see more artists independent, but they a lot of them sell out, man. A lot of them do sell out. A lot of them sell out, and they make you sign these 360 deals, and now they own your ass. They own you now. If you say something controversial, they say, "Look here, boy, take that off, and you better do it, because you're under contract." Nope, can't do it, man. Can't do it. Yeah, I thought they denied FSU from the SEC, correct? Yeah, they need to be they need to be suing because I think they should be in the playoffs. Like, there's no way they shouldn't be in the playoffs right now. No way. So they got a lawsuit going on. But yeah, Angela, when you independent, um, you do well in the long term, but in the short term, people want money now. So let's say if a bigger YouTube channel come along and offer you $100,000, the average person will take it. That's not no money. That's not no money. But the average person will take it because of the clout and everything that come with it. But at the end of the day, now you're an employee. That don't make sense. You know, you just the come up is much harder. Put it that way. The come up is much harder than selling out. Now you're taking the elevator up. Okay. We always talk about, independence and generational wealth. That ain't happening, yo. It's not happening because people they want the clout and everything that come with it. So that's just what it is. I don't see too many people taking that route as independence. I don't see it. Um, there's a couple rappers that's independent, but not all of them are independent though. There's a couple. I forget his name. Um, he had the same name as that battle rapper that killed himself. I can't think of his name right now, but he's been independent for years and he's doing really well. But yeah, man. But anyway, I just want to get on and talk about that. I'll be back if some more news. Yeah, Tech Nine. Thank you. Yeah, the rap, not the one that killed himself, the battle rapper, not him. The other, the original rapper, Tech Nine. He's independent, and he do really well when he step over in Europe. Because one thing over there, they respect that underground stuff. They respect it, and his merch sales are through the roof. Um, yeah, man, it's a good thing. He can, as long as he held, he can eat forever off his music. And Chris Brown got his masters back. Chris Brown. That was one that I know that because he been in the league. I mean, he been in the industry so long, he got his masters back. That's why I'm worried about him. Damn, I haven't heard that name in a while. Little B. Damn. Yeah, see, Tech Nine, he is filthy rich, but you notice he don't floss it. You don't know it. A lot of people don't know he is, but he is. You don't see him with a lot of jewelry and all that stuff. That's really, let me tell y'all something. Here's another thing. Most of the jewelry that you see that the people are wearing is moissanite. They don't even know it. Compare their stuff to go look at some Liberace photos, right? Or go look at some Liberace videos. And when he do like this, look at his diamonds compared to those. It's different. That's why these guys that make these custom pieces, they robbing these kids and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. It's moissanite. They don't even know it, yo. That's crazy. The average person that rocking their pieces is moissanite. Definitely is moissanite. Not, I would say 95% is moissanite. There's not too many people I know that got the bona fide 100% diamond. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody. Maybe there's a few. Maybe there's a few, but when you go to these like mom and pop jewelry joints and they be making them custom pieces, nah, that's bullshit. Everybody know where you got to go to get them diamonds, but I ain't gonna say their name. But everybody know you got to go to them. Yep, moissanite, moissanite. Telling you, it's good though. I mean, I would rock the fake stuff if it was me. If I'm gonna wear jewelry, I'm gonna rock the fake stuff. So if it, I don't have to put no insurance on no fake stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would just rock the fake stuff, and if you take it, fuck you take it. It's fake. You could go try to sell it, you ain't gonna get anything. You know what I mean? Like the diamonds will be fake for me. I would be rocking there's levels to that stuff, or even with moissanite, I'd be rocking the low level stuff. You wouldn't know the difference. Yeah, he ripping them off, yo. Like they don't know that. They don't know that, yo. They like, oh, and you know, when people, I ain't gonna get into it because some people do like jewelry, and I don't like to knock it because some people like cars, some people like fixing up cars, just whatever you like. If you like jewelry, you like jewelry. But I'm just telling you, man, it's you getting beat out here. And how I knew that is because a friend of mine is from the Middle East. I used to work with him. And before he got married, he had to present her family with the jewels. And he worked for like 5 years to save his money up to buy the jewelry. And when I saw it, he let me see some of it, man, I was like, what the hell? He said, yeah, these are diamonds. He had them in a bag. He said, I'm giving them he had the loose diamonds. He said, I'm giving them to him, giving the family like that. It's a dowry. And some of his people, they have these jewelry stores where they make custom pieces. He said, man, we be beating these kids, man. They stupid. They don't respect you. They think you stupid because you don't know enough to know that that's not the legit stuff. But a lot of people don't know that. Like you live long enough, you'll learn it. But look at Liberace stuff in his videos. The diamonds they look totally different. Or if you look at the crown jewels that was stolen from that coronation, go look at those. You notice there's a difference in the look. Definitely a difference. But anyway, um, you said within 7 points with the other games, yeah. So they within contention now. You said Chad Ochocinco talked about all the jewelry he wore was fake. Yeah, he's smart. And Anthony, what's the NBA player that recently got the girl called him out saying he was trying to pay her to get rid of, you know what? What's his name? He said his jewelry is fake. And he said people think it's real because he's wearing it, but he said it's fake. I forget his name. Um I forget his name, y'all, but he just recently had this video. Anthony Edwards, yeah. He had an interview. He was like, yo, my stuff is fake. Now you know how they were getting on Anthony Edwards, right? About this, but it's been done before. JJ Redick. You better do your history. JJ Redick was making people sign contracts, yo. He was making these women sign contracts. JJ Redick. Yep. JJ Redick, man. JJ Redick. Like you can't anything in this play, you can't hold nothing against me. He made them sign contracts. It's crazy. Yeah, you got to go to Dubai and different places. Now you can get the diamonds here, but you got to go to a group of people that go get them. There's a certain there's a certain group that got that on lock in New York, and you know who they are. They got that diamond thing on lock, and diamonds is passed down through generations. You know what I'm saying? It holds its whether it fluctuates depending on the market or whatnot. But diamonds are passed down. Diamonds usually don't wear them out like that. You just keep them in a vault somewhere and you have them. You don't just wear them in the watches and be showing people. Nobody does that. Bill Gates and them got diamonds and all that stuff, but they don't wear them. They usually have them tucked away in a vault somewhere. Yep. Yeah, Anthony Edwards, man. He he said, "Yeah, all my stuff fake." He said, but it looks good though. You know, it looks good. My outfit, and you probably think it's real because I'm wearing it. You like, damn, an NBA player. Why would he got fake stuff on? He said, because he can't see spending all that money on no neck piece. He can't see it. He said he can't see it. That's why he gonna keep his money. Anthony Edwards. But anyway, we've got this pickup here. I'll be back a little later. I gotta make a run. And yeah, I gotta make a run. Brother gotta go pick his plate up. You know how it is. Gotta go pick my plate up. And I just can't pick my plate up and leave. I gotta talk for a minute. Yeah, you just said it, Thomas. That's who you got to go to in New York to go get that real stuff. When you go to these jewelry places, see, I'm revealing their hustle, right? That's their hustle. I'm not knocking their hustle. They making a lot of money off these rappers and this stuff. But if the rappers stop buying it, them people going out of business. If them rappers like stop buying that stuff and these athletes stop buying, they would go out of business. They don't got no respect for them anyway. Ain't that crazy? Making them rich, they ain't got no respect for you. Crazy, man. They got respect when you give them that money, though, but they ain't got no respect for you. It's crazy, man. You said the rappers all being killed over fake jury. Most of it is more. Go research it. If you don't believe me, go research it. Research the diamonds. Research it. Research it, man. And look, it's really not worth anything anyway. It's really not. Even if you get the real stuff. What happened was back in the day, the Bears is like, okay, how can we market this and add a phrase into the lexicon that will make people want to buy it? So what they did was they see diamonds was not ever related to marriage. That was a marketing scheme that they did back in the day to get people to buy it because it ain't worth nothing anyway. So they said, all right. So they started making it marketing it so that it's a diamond ring at wedding. It's they making it they associate it with, they put value on it from the wedding. I mean, and then they start saying diamonds are forever, diamonds are girl's best friend. They put these phrases out there to make you want to buy the diamonds. It's not really worth anything, but for the overall thoughts of the masses, they put value on it. This is something, but it's really not. It's really not, man. But that's what happened. They started mining this rock. They were like, you know what? We're gonna sell this. We're gonna make this out of a hustle. And it's all a game. Like we're gonna turn this into something because it ain't nothing. Because back in the day, people weren't even buying wedding bands to get married. Back when your great 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 grandmother was getting married, they just said they were married. They had the piece of paper and they married now. They didn't have no wedding ring. The Bears, look them up, man. They came up. Like, we gotta somehow get these people emotionally attached to it, and how they did is through the marriage. Then eventually, years on down, diamonds are a girl best friend, and now they revitalized the game and made it like and they used the rappers to do it. They use the rappers to make everybody think that, oh, if I have diamonds, I'm a man now. Now I'm acceptable with the rest. You're not. But it's a game though that they play, and It's with anything, you know what I'm saying? Like we all collectively come together and put value on stuff. That's just the way it is. But it's nothing wrong with buying it if that's what you like. But you got to understand the game though. But yeah, man. Just like it's just with anything, you know what I'm saying? It's just what you like. Some people like the neck pieces, the iced out Jesus pieces. That's been in my generation. My generation started that. Actually, no. Yeah, my generation started it, but the older guys in my generation started it. Slick Rick started, and Biz Markie. Who else? Slick Rick, Biz Markie, Big Daddy Kane, Three Times Dope. I'm just telling the kids this. See, they think this is new. No, no, no. Those are the guys that started it. This was even before Ghostface, because Ghostface got his jury ideas from Slick Rick. But really, the guy that really started all was Mr. T. Or if you want to go back even further, Mansa Musa. If you want to even go back further, nobody had more gold than him. Like even to this day, nobody was richer. But yeah, man. But those are the people in like hip hop that started it. That started the trend of wearing jewelry. We used to call it truck jewelry back in the day. Truck jewelry. And you know, the women used to wear the door knockers. You know what I'm saying? That was back in the day. But you see how trends repeat itself. So that's why the kids are buying the diamond. They don't even know that's why they buying it. My generation, the older people in my generation started it. Yep. But that's where the powers that be, they use the rappers to appeal to the masses so they can make more billions or more dollars. They don't give a damn you killing yourself over it. They don't care about that, man. Money ain't business, and money ain't got no emotion. But shoot, man, it's all good, man. Numbers don't lie. That's right. They've been doing the same thing since 80, and even before 89. Biz Markie and them was doing that before 89. They started buying all this truck jewelry because remember the dealers, they needed somewhere to spend their money. So they started buying the truck jewelry in the MCM suits, in the Dapper Dans. You know what I'm saying? The Dapper, you won the Dapper Dan suit, even though it was fake Louis and fake Gucci, but it's the Dapper Dan, even though he got a partnership with them now, but the Dapper Dan suit, and then you had the 4-finger ring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where all that came from. That's why when these young kids be out here buying a jury, that's where it came from. So there's nothing new, man, under the sun. Dion used to wear the jury too. Yeah, they used to wear it. But he said he got that from the B-boys, when he grew up. He didn't want to be a B-boy, but he was saying, I want to be like the B-boys or whatnot, wear my jury. The B-boys. I remember this guy in my neighborhood. This dude, man, we used to call him Freshy. And he had his members only jacket on, right? If y'all remember that. He had his members only jacket on, his cane gold, because the cane gold, Run DMC and LL. He had that on. He had his 4-finger rings on. He had rings on all fingers. He had his jewelry on like Mr. T. Just standing on the corner, man. Just standing on the corner, just waiting to get robbed. He finally got robbed. It's crazy. He said Pee Wee Kirkland could eyeball quality jury. I'm sure he could. He used to be a B-boy, not a basketball player, B-boy, then a basketball player. Yep. Man, that's like, man. Some of those guys used to get the real stuff back in the day, though. They used to, but now, not more so now. That stuff costs a lot of money, man. There are some people that I see they do probably having that real stuff. Some of them do. But yeah, most of them people ain't spending $2 and $3 million on OPs, man. You said we are the jury. But I'm like this though. If you do like the jury, I don't mind that because some people you like what you like. Some people like cars. Some people are into fixing up cars, just whatever you like. So I don't mind it that people wear the jury. It's been around, like it's not nothing new. Some people like, the way they like a nice pinky piece. My uncle was like that. He always used to rock the pinky rings. He had to have him a nice pinky piece. You say you like buying houses rather than cars and jewelry. Shoot, if you even break down the game, you don't even own your house. But we gotta play the game to be playing it, right? We gotta play the game. It's the game, bro. It's the game of life. But let me get out of here, y'all. I'll be back. Because I don't feel like making no video. I'm just gonna go live. I don't feel like making no videos, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go get this plate. You know what I'm saying? Stay about 15 minutes. Because they be like, why are you always running in and running out? Like, man, they got a house full, man. I don't like, man. It's like I'm the type, but who gonna be there? I'm that type. So I'm gonna go there and show my face and go get my plate and then keep it moving. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, man, I'm getting tired, man. I'm going back to the house. They were like, man, here you go. That's what I'm gonna do. But all right, y'all, I'll be back. Enjoy your Christmas. And yeah, man. Merry Christmas to you. And we soon on to a new year, man. New year. A new year, man. This year, it seemed like this year was flying, yo. It seemed like it just went by, man. I don't know. I don't know. That's what it seemed like. Maybe it didn't, but it seemed like it. You said the Buffs gonna run the table. Oh shoot. I hope so. We're gonna be back to talk about it. I'll be back in a little bit. But y'all, Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for stopping by. DJ Lundy, he signed. He said he ready to go, man. He said he ready to have a big damn season. He ain't say that, but I'm saying it for him. All right, y'all.